You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said, "The quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out." Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others are odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, "That's bad." Robert Frost said, "Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference."
Hello, greetings. I'm here. Just going to check if my sound is coming okay, and just sharing this again on Facebook groups, profiles. Thank you for waiting. Understanding Shia Islam, my group on. So it's taking some time. And another group. Okay. So Ali, what was his name? Sorry, I've forgotten. I apologize greatly. Are you here? So let me show you. He asked me a question in my previous live stream on this. So this is number 2, and I had to go. Sorry about that. And here I have a Quran ayat which answers to his question. Surah Nisa ayat 97. Akbar Ali Rahat, are you here? He asked a question here on my previous live stream. If anyone has terrorists, if one is, what he meant was if someone is, uh, you know, with terrorists or attacked by terrorists, what shall he do, or is oppressed in the land? Surah Nisa ayat 97 says, "Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, the angels will say, 'In what condition were you?' They will say, 'We were oppressed in the land.' The angels will say, 'Was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? For those, their refuge is hell, and evil it is as a destination.'" So, what is the point here? Was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? So, I'm going to take now my just charging my this what do you call it? Where is it? Mic. Got had another mic, and so charging my phone, but I have to take the charger off. Put this mic on. Just a minute, please. So, Akbar, where should they go? Allah here is even telling the believers that the earth is vast. Prophet Muhammad did not have to go after the Jews. Okay, just fixed my mic here. I'm using a mic, like a connection with the phone, wireless mic, but not a Bluetooth, right? Hope you can hear me. I'm just going to vast. Hope you can hear me. Yes. So, what was his name now here? Where am I? I just lost that previous live stream. Akbar Ali Rahut, his name was. He said, "What shall we do? What shall we do if we encounter terrorists?" Now, Medina was not the land, the city, even the birth city of Prophet Muhammad. Allah says many times in the Quran, I don't know how many times, that my the earth is spacious for you, right? So here it is quite apt for the Jews' case, Surah Hashar ayats, where their houses were broken, they were expelled from their land. So if Prophet Muhammad encountered opposition towards him in any way, he should have left Medina too, like he left Makkah. He emigrated from Makkah. If his life was in danger now in Medina, he could do this also. What the Quran ayat says here, Surah Nisa at 97, was not the earth of Allah spacious? The angels are telling these believers. You see, oppressed ones, terrorized maybe. So the answer the Quran ayat gives it, the question Akbar Ali Rahut asked me. Azan went on, so I had to leave. And I said I'm going to make another comeback with another stream, live stream. These are even the believers. So it's taking time for loading. It's loaded now. So these oppressed, the previous ayat is not loading. Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while, okay, it's load, oh God. But whoever kills a believer intentionally, okay, not this one. It is not for a believer to kill a believer except that it be by mistake. You will find others that wish to have security from you, and security. What happened? Others will find the wish to gain your confidence as well as that of their people. Every time they are sent back to temptation, they succumb there too. We're not this one. If restraining their hands, seize them and slay them wherever you get them. What restrain? Of peace besides restraining their hands. Seize them and slay them wherever you get them. In their case, we have provided you with a clear argument against them. But here Allah says, if you are oppressed, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves and whom is a treaty of those, or those who come to you, their hearts are strained at fighting you or fighting their own people. They don't want to fight. And if Allah had willed, He could have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. So if they remove themselves from you and do not fight you and offer you peace, then Allah has not made for you a cause against them. You see this? 90. Here Allah says, except for those who take refuge with a people between yourselves and whom is a treaty, or those who come to you, their hearts are strained, meaning at the prospect of fighting you or fighting their own people. And if Allah had willed, He could have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. So if they remove, but still, like Allah would have given them power, they would have fought you, but they are powerless, like they can't fight. So they don't want to fight, but still, if Allah had given them power, they would have fought you. But now Allah has not given them power, so they cannot fight you. So if they remove themselves from you and do not fight you and offer you peace, then Allah has not made for you a cause for fighting against them. But the beginning ayat, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves and whom is a treaty, or those who come to you, they have to go to the messenger. If they don't go to the messenger and not make a treaty with the messenger, it could mean that they don't want peace or something, that wrong things put on here, wrong ways. So this kind of conditions for treaties, however, okay, they have to come to you for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves and in their own city, they have to come to you, make treaty with you, gave you fadak. Remember the background of the Jews, right? So is everything okay? Why did the sound come off? Now, their hearts strained at the prospect of fighting you because, or fighting their own people. And if Allah, but then again it goes on to say, and if Allah had willed, He could have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. So so they are powerless to fight you. Otherwise, they would have fought you if Allah had willed and given them power over you. They wish that you reject faith as they have rejected faith, and thus that you all become equal. So take not awliya from them till they emigrate in the way of Allah to Muhammad, meaning they have to emigrate in the way of Allah to Muhammad. Now, this, okay, in brackets, but emigrate in the way of Allah. But if they turn back from Islam, take hold of them. Here it only says if they turn back from Islam, take hold of them and kill them wherever you find them, wherever you find them. Like not even in the battlefield, in the houses, like in Surah Ashur, cast terror, Allah cast terror in their hearts. Evacuated them from the homelands, made them break their homes, and made the believers also break their homes. Made the believers break the Jews of Yathrib's homes, the Bani Nadir tribe or whatever. These people, right? So here one ayat is like, you can't understand this. They wish that you reject faith. I don't think the Shias have understood this ayat. Because Imam Hussein, they go for Imam Hussein, they say when all the avenues of peace are closed, then when fighting becomes compulsory because, you're cornered from all sides. They've left you no other way but to fight them. Then fighting becomes necessary, and that's when Islam allows fighting and for self defense when they're attacking you. We didn't think that just because rejecting Islam, Muslims, if they turn back from Islam, meaning take they're turning back from they're turning back. Take hold of them. Like go after them, take hold of them, seize them, pakar, and kill them. This is terrorism or not? In the name of religion, is this not terrorism? One ayat is enough, but I have to show you more ayats. This is horrid terrorism. But here, no, but the other ayat you're missing. Kakarote 100. No. Excuse me? No what? Sorry, no about what? This is not terrorism. Huh? Not terrorism. Surah Hashar ayats are not terrorism against Yathrib Jews, Bani Nadir. Not terrorism. Why? Like this is not terrorism in the name of Islam. Can you tell me how? This is not terrorism? What if the polytheists did the same thing to a Muslim? You would not call that terrorism. What if you go to India as a Muslim and they say that if you turn back, you pulled it out of its context. Nice try. Oh, I pulled it out of its context. This is a very clear verse. It needs no context. That's why I think they have not even given, the Sunni Muslims have not even given a footnote here. They wish that, where is it? No, no, wait a minute. Okay, I've turned it out of context. Where is it? Where was that ayat? They wish that you would disbelieve. There's no footnote here. So you're saying in Surah Hashar, Prophet Muhammad's Allah did the right thing by breaking houses of those Jews. Thank you, Bunty. Hindi, please. You are doing great job. Thank you for, I don't think I'm doing a great job, but I'm doing a lousy job at this. Kakarote says 100, Kakarote 100 says, laughing out loud, you pulled it out of its context. Nice try. Kakarote 100, Kakarote 100. What if the polytheists do the same thing to you, Muslims? The Prophet, this Allah in context. You want every ayat to be in context. This is such a clever, cunning man, and is Allah. There's no context to this ayat. They wish that you reject faith as they have rejected faith, and thus that you all become equal like one another. So take not all your protectors or friends from them till they emigrate in the way of Allah to Muhammad. I'm reading in context in the brackets. But if they turn back from Islam, this Quran ayat is saying, if they turn back from Islam, take hold of them and kill them wherever you find them. This ayat doesn't need a context, Kaka wrote 100. There may be other ayats to fool you and deceive you that how is this, oh, the Muslims quote, right? Killing one human being is like killing a whole humanity. That was Dr. David Wood and all Christian Prince, Rob Christian and P. Fend, whoever, they corrected me. They said this is abrogated. Then you have abrogated ayats also. So shall we read the abrogated ayats? This is not an abrogated ayat. That was for, and the one don't kill enough soul without justice. It's like you've killed the whole nation. They corrected me. They corrected the Muslims, saying that ayat was for the children of Israel, Bani Israel. Do you not see that this ayat does not need to be read? Why Muhammad married a 6-year-old child, Aisha? I have no idea, but I feel he was the most. No, no, no. That is why is Muhammad? Why is Muhammad a terrorist and is Allah? Have you ever asked that? Fez Alam Roaster Kid. Message retracted. Kaka wrote 100. What do you think about this? And don't tell me like Akbar Ali Rahot. What is that? Where should they go? You will find others who wish to obtain. Where's that ayat? Where will you go? 93? No. This is for the believers, whoever kills a believer unintentionally. Where was that? No equal or remain. Wait a minute. There is no out of context in this ayat, or we need no context for this ayat. It is clear. And some of your ayats, God has abrogated. How do you know which ones are abrogated? Huh? Let me see. Land is spacious for you to go. Surah Nisa. If you're being oppressed in your land, Surah Nisa ayat. 97. Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, the angels will say, in what condition were you? They will say, we were oppressed in the land. The angels will say, was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? For those, the refuge is hell, and it is an evil destination. 97 verse of Surah Nisa also. Answer to Akbar Ali Rahot. Answer to Akbar Ali Rahot. Surah Nisa at 97. And now to Kakarot 100. This, which one was abrogated? Read in context. We don't know. Maybe this verse is not abrogated. And Surah Tawbah verses are not abrogated. Kill them wherever you find them. Surah Azab verse 60 to 62 are not abrogated. This is the way of Allah. Gossip mongers, hypocrites, those whose hearts is a disease, if they do not desist against you, arouse them. Just for being hypocrites, in their hearts is a disease. And spreading false news against the Prophet. Arouse the believers against them. Seize them wherever you find them and massacre them with a complete massacring. This is the way of Allah. You will find no change in the way of Allah. So killing them, there's no abrogation in that now. Surah Azab ayats. And Surah Tawbah ayats, the surah came in the end, where there's no Bismillah. So Prophet Muhammad was in Medina, and he's saying the Makkans have been attacking me, breaking the treaty. Allah here says this, the land is vast. Surah Nisa ayat 97. Allah says, the angels say the land is vast, vast. Emigrate. Wherever you're being oppressed, emigrate. If you can't fight them, emigrate. Isn't it better to emigrate than to fight? Break their homes, houses, cut down trees, break their houses. Kaka wrote 100. Why are you laughing? What is so funny? Bunty, I'm an ex-Muslim. Are you from? I'm from United Arab Emirates. Ex-Pakistani. My mother was a Pakistani. I lived in Pakistan. I'm an ex-Pakistani now. I've taken refuge in my father's country. Please have a look at this. Isn't it better that you emigrate rather than fight the ones? Maybe you can't fight them and it's not even your land. Isn't it better you emigrate rather than breaking their houses? Their sisters, their daughters, what age, their elderly parents, maybe? Any other Muslim here who wants to laugh and come here and say, I'm reading things out of context? You pulled it out of its context. Really nice try. Thank you for that, but I didn't pull it out of my any its context. What context would there be about this? Do you think the peaceful ones have been abrogated? Ayats have been abrogated? You did. Okay, explain to me how I did that. Please. Sorry to give you the trouble of typing here. But if you have a phone, it's better. You can just press the words. Try your best. Please, you'll have to try your best here. How have I read this out of context? And you think this is a good thing what Prophet Muhammad did? Next verse, except those who are allies of a people you are bound with it in a treaty. What's the treaty clause? You have to go to Prophet Muhammad. They already gave fadak to him for peaceful. Verse 90 talks about treaty. But you have to make a treaty with Prophet Muhammad. You have to agree to his terms, not yours. Because when they didn't agree to him, you killed them. This is what it says. That's a sham. Verse 90 is a sham. Look at the contract, treaty. I mean, look at the contents of the treaty. What is it saying? What about this? Okay, let's go to Surah Hashar ayats you don't want to see, I guess. Right? Let's go here. Look at the content, look at the treaties, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves, meaning the Muslims, and whom is a treaty, or those who come to you, meaning they have to go to Prophet Muhammad. There's no way out. Of course, the treaty is made by the people in power. Why will someone not in power make the treaty? Why should they make the treaty with Prophet Muhammad in their homeland? And if they have made a treaty with Prophet Muhammad, so how did they break the treaty? What did they do to Prophet Muhammad? Did they kill him? Then eventually what happened in Surah Hashar? Who was breaking homes? Kakarot 100. I'm sorry to show you here, to tell you through the Surah Hashar ayats. Can I show you? Because this is very tricky. You see, this should have come before this ayat then, right? They will wish that you reject faith as they have rejected faith. What if I prove Islam is altogether false religion? Why should the Jews embrace Islam? If they don't have, if they don't, they have to move out. If they don't have, sorry, if they don't, they have to move out. Move out of their homeland? And you can break, your prophet can break their houses, believers, through the believers, and then say, no, no, you're not going for the bounties. They were hungry for the bounties. Whatever was left over. You see, this ayat, the Kakarot, it can, please have a look at this. Please. Look. Except they don't have to make, if, why should they make a treaty with you? You've come in their homeland. You are supposed to respect their religion, their way of life. They don't have to respect you and your religion, but they are giving you peace, peaceful living. You let them, you see, you're not letting them. What Allah is saying before the treaty is made. 89 says that if US colonizes Afghanistan and makes a treaty with the Taliban have to accept. If US colonizes Afghanistan, listen to yourself, Kakarot 100. Afghanistan is not USA's. It would have to colonize and make a treaty with the Taliban. So when it's colonizing Afghanistan, it is it's encroached upon another place. Do you think that is right? If they don't, they have to move out. So you're saying Prophet Muhammad and his Allah are like USA, who colonized Afghanistan, and the Taliban have to accept the treaty. If they don't, they have to move out. Who colonized Afghanistan? You see, first and foremost here, Prophet Muhammad did then. No, there are wars. There were no wars before Prophet Muhammad stepped into Medina. The polytheists and the, you see, here, no, there are wars, land. But they were quite okay. They were more peaceful. The houses were not broken. The polytheists were not breaking their houses. But before the treaty, look, listen, before the treaty, just read this ayat, 89. Before the treaty, Allah cannot accept the disbelievers even in their land where Prophet Muhammad has stepped foot now. Allah will not accept it. The treaty is a sham. They wish you would disbelieve as they disbelieved, so you would be alike. So do not take from among them. First, you see this. You see 89 first. I don't want you to be deceived by the second ayat. Please, Kakarot 100. It's for justice and truth, and not only for the Jews. I want to save you Muslims too from this deception. hypocrite, terrorist. You see, Allah will not accept these disbelievers at any cost. The treaty is a sham. What are you talking about? Kaka wrote 100. I'm very clear. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. You see, what I'm saying is that Allah now will not accept any disbelievers. Treaty or no treaty. And even this treaty, like, is Prophet Muhammad US going to Yathrib, making it Medina, and expelling the Madinans, Yathribs, from their homelands, breaking their houses, making the believers break their houses, taking the leftovers and saying it's for, this orphan, traveler, wafer. The Surah Hashar ayats, when your daughter could be in the house, your mother could be in the house. So we'll have to see who was truthful. No, it talks about treaty. It says except who are bounded by treaty. But why should the Madinans be bounded with the treaty with the Prophet Muhammad? And did they not give Prophet Muhammad? Do you know anything about Abu Bakr not giving Fadak and where Fadak to Bibi Fatma Zahra? Sunni Shia conflict. Shall I bring that? Why was Fadak given to Fadak? Who gave Fadak? What was Fadak?